Hey, welcome back. I think this has been an anticipated video. This is going to be part one of my trip to China for the Shanghai Auto Show, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Forgive me, but it is a lot of phone footage. I'm not a vlogger, so I didn't really think about these things, and a lot of the content I got was shot on my camera and my phone, so that's why it's like this. But please like, subscribe, because there will be a part two, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. So the OMODA crew met up at Owatambo, where we got some nice goodies, including this really nice neck pillow, which I utilized a lot. But from there we headed over to our gate and past security, and to my surprise, most of the South African media were on this flight, and it was truly cool to see all of these amazing journalists and influencers. But from there we headed over to our plane, which was the Air China 787, and we got to sit in premium economy, which had a lot more room than I expected. From there we were up and away. I did try to stay up awake, but this was a 13-hour flight, and honestly I just couldn't make it. So 13 hours later we landed in Shenzhen, China, which was an amazing airport. Just look at the scale of this. Really beautiful place. I won't lie, this has got to be one of the best airports I've ever been to, but we did have a bit of drama. Oh yeah, we just arrived. Well, not just arrived, we've been here for a while through customs and stuff, but oh man, Shanghai is something else. Shenzhen is something else. Yo, look at the stunning architecture of this airport. Okay, now we have to go catch our connecting flight. I wouldn't say we're rushing, but we're hastily trying to catch our next connecting flight to Shanghai. This is a very interesting process. It's same, but obviously very different. So Shenzhen International Airport is about 450,000 square meters and can accommodate 62 gates. And our next gate just happens to be on the other end of the airport, which we had to use this monorail to get to. And honestly, we were rushing at this point. We even started running, and let's just say it was quite a mad dash to get to the next gate. Ooh, tired. Literally just made our flight for Shanghai. It was a last minute dash, but we got your final call. I think we're good. Thankfully we made our flight, and Shanghai is about 2 hours something away from Shenzhen, so it wasn't that long of a flight. But look at this Recaro seats, probably the most expensive Recaros I've ever sat on. And yeah, before we knew it, we were in Shanghai. The airport was really nice. As you can see, it's about the size of Owatambo, if not larger. And yeah, we were collected by our CHERY group representatives who will be taking care of us. Officially arrived in Shanghai, and yeah, super tired, but the day is still young, and I guess we have to keep going. But yeah. As we left the airport, the one thing that crossed my mind was how amazing the infrastructure was in China, specifically Shanghai. Look at this, a bridge over a bridge, and some of the tallest buildings I've ever seen. And it was just honestly mind-blowing how amazing this architecture was. But nothing beats the hotel we stayed in, which was the Grand Hyatt Shanghai, which was just beautiful. Anyway, we got checked in and we got all of our press stuff, and I headed over to my room, which was pretty nice. And I was just finished, guys. I can't tell you how tired I was. I really just wanted to have a bath, maybe catch a couple of hours of sleep, but I really actually wanted to go and explore the city. But before we head out, let me show you my room. You can see how tired I am in my eyes, so I just wanted to have a bath and change. But anyway, here's the room. You got storage here, got your tea station here, fridge there. That's entrance, and here's the main room. Lots and lots of mirrors everywhere. Let's check out the bathroom. Bathroom's slightly messy because I just had a bath. Let's go here. Check out the view. Ooh. A good thing to note is that the Jinmao Tower, where the hotel is located in, is 88 stories tall, and my room was on the 75th floor, which was just amazing. The elevator from the ground floor to the top floor took less than 15 seconds. Anyway, we headed out to check out the nightlife of Shanghai, and boy was it amazing. So we had to take a bus underneath the Huangpu River, and it was truly a spectacular revelation as how magnificent the infrastructure and the public transportation is here. Anyway, here is the skyline. Look at this. So I think this is one of the coolest spectacles of Shanghai and its skyline. This amazing light show. So guys, don't stress about me being too dark, but look at this beautiful skyline. Honestly, can you ask for a better skyline? I mean, R34, but I mean, this will be dope. Jeez, and just check this out. What? Talk about Cape Town sunset cruise. You've got a city skyline cruise going on here. So the best way to describe where we're walking right now, it's essentially the Clifton and the Camps Bay of Shanghai, in the sense that like literally at any certain time, which would be right now, photographers, models, influencers, anybody who wants a great picture is here, and that's why it's so busy. But honestly, you can't blame them. This view, this background is just stunning. Anyway, that's Shanghai by night. Small tidbit, they actually employ elders and pensioners to kind of keep the streets clean, and this lady had a very cute dog as a companion. Anyway, let's head over to the Auto Show, which was the following day. Welcome to the Shanghai Auto Show, or Auto Shanghai 2025. It was truly awesome to be here. Regrettably, we only had a couple of hours to actually go and explore, as we were focused on the OMODA C7 stand throughout the entire day. But here we are. So I don't know if the audio is going to be good. I'll try and clean it up, but I'm at the Auto Show and it is massive, like massive. The one hall was the size of like, not even one hall, the part one of the hall was the size of Nazareth, and you can just kind of guess that kind of scale. And this is just part two of that same hall, so there's tons of brands here, guys, tons of cars and tons of people, but still, it's amazing to be here. But we were actually here for the CHERY brand and substantially its children, OMODA and C7, where we saw the C7 and the new J5 EV, which I'll do videos on later because I think they need separate videos on their own. Anyway, from there we got to see a bit more of what CHERY has to offer, specifically for other markets, not just our own, and it was pretty amazing. I even got to see the little dog that they came up with. It's a bit of an update compared to the last one apparently, because this one looks a bit more friendlier, but yeah, I'm just it's crazy. Look at this, it's so cute. The stand next to us was Mercedes AMG, and it was amazing. Firstly, look at this beautiful GTR. Absolutely loved this thing. But beyond that, they had some impressive vehicles. So what I'm going to try and do here is go to a POV and mix it up with some of the cinematic shots I took, just to like kind of spice it up. So here you go, I hope you like it. And I've just decided to try and go POV here, just to give you guys a little something better. It is wild. This is just the media day. It's not even the full show open to the public. This is just all media from all parts of the world. Bit of a special one. This is a self-driving bus from CHERY. It's not just cars at Auto Show, we've also got some amazing tech, but she's working on her glutes here. Yes, like, but I mean, you can't get better than this flying car as well. This would alleviate so much headache in Joburg and Cape Town traffic in the morning. And just imagine, you'd have your robot preparing you for work, and then you can just fly off in a single seat cockpit in your flying car. Look at that. So up next was the CHERY presentation, where all the brands underneath the CHERY Group name unveiled their latest cars. But before I show you any of those cars, I just want to say it's crazy to think how much CHERY has grown in the past 20, maybe even 30 years. It's ridiculous because we only see a fragment of what they produce. In the coming years, I hope to see way more. But let me start off by introducing this. This is the HiMala, a CHERY bakkie. Ford and Toyota have something to be worried about. This looks amazing. I'll do separate videos on all the cars that are unveiled, but just have a quick look at this. Wow, crazy, right? The next one was the C7 from OMODA. And let's be honest, sedans and coupes are kind of dying out in this day and age, so SUVs are the way to go, and I think the C7 hits a lot of targets, especially for what it wants to achieve and for the market. The next and the most surprising one was the iCAR V23. I did drop a video of this earlier on my first episode of Cars and Coffee, so please go and check this out. What do you think of this? This thing looks amazing. Okay guys, this has been the Shanghai Auto Show. I really loved every minute of it. I know it was a very short YouTube video, but that's how short of a time I got to spend here. A lot of brands came through, a lot of amazing cars, a lot of presentations, but I just want to say thanks to OMODA South Africa, Ignition TV for having me along. This is an amazing trip, once in a lifetime for me. My first international trip as a videographer and I guess as a car reviewer. Again, stay tuned. There's a lot more stuff coming through and I hope that I can grab some more stuff before we have to kick it. We only have like, maybe an hour left, but cool. Like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.